Hi guys, Lindsay
and Tracy
here with Storybrooke Family Farm. So if you guys have been watching this channel for a wee bit of time, you know that we were super duper jazzed to make an announcement that our bread was going to be in Fresh Time. For those of you that don't know, Fresh Time Market is a store that's probably about 45 minutes from here.
Yeah.
And they sell a lot of like basically healthy whole food, that sort of whole food type of foods and stuff. They're very similar to a store called Whole Foods. Just from what we've heard, they're cheaper. But so we were really super excited about this opportunity because it just like sort of came out of nowhere. Like we weren't even looking for it or nothing. It just boom popped into our lives. Well, with that same boom pop, it's gone. We found out a couple days ago, like 2 days ago, that the guy that presented us with the opportunity, he did not know that Fresh Time Store's policy was that anybody that was baking anything in there, that they had to be through a licensed commercial kitchen, which we are not. We follow all of Ohio's Cottage laws, which basically means that we just can't put any meat or cheese in our bread, and we can't do anything that has ingredients that need to be refrigerated even after cooking. You know, so like we can't do like a key lime pie bread, or you know something of the sort, like a coconut cream, or you know anything like that.
Anything with like cream cheese,
right? Anything that requires it to stay refrigerated and stuff, or you know that there's a risk of spoiling. So you know, really super simple with bread to keep it you know within those parameters and stuff. But yeah, so it's a pretty big blow to find out that the one thing, the big shining piece of hope and stuff that we had so that way Tracy could stay home and work from home on the farm is now just poof out of existence. So we've been pretty bummed about that, but it's kind of weird because like I feel okay about it, like because it was sort of a stressful thing to think about, like how much more bread I would have to be making every week and all that stuff, that there wasn't really much of an end in sight to essentially the market season, because it is very crazy. The markets are very crazy, very hectic, very stressful for us to do them and for us to make all of the bread, and you know just to keep up with everything. It's been very stressful and very hard to keep up with everything on the homestead and keep everything going, and then also keep running the business and also keep making all this bread and also spending so much time at markets. But like, why are you so yawny?
I don't know. It just hit me.
I got 3 hours less sleep than you did last night, and you're sitting over here yawning and
probably because I cooled off from being hot.
Yeah, it's been a really hot Labor Day weekend.
And we had a family function that was outside today, which it was a great time seeing everybody, but it was really hot.
Yeah, like we're all pretty much like tapped out. But it was a really nice time. But yeah, so we're pretty bummed out about the whole Fresh Time thing, but it's kind of comical though, not like ha funny, but it is kind of ironic because the last few weeks that, you know, I've been, you know, toiling away at making so much bread and doing all these things, I've honestly been thinking like, man, I'm really getting tired of making bread. Like I want to do something different. I don't want to have to keep doing this at this capacity anymore, because it's just like we've been working our bums off, you know, here trying to get enough firewood for winter time, trying to get stuff done, trying to get this new homestead cleaned up and things straightened around, and you know, canning the little bits of produce that the garden is producing. It's been insanity. Like honestly, it's just been crazy and stuff. But yeah, I'm pretty bummed out, even though like I said, you know, we're exhausted from doing so many markets and stuff. We were really hoping that through doing the Fresh Time thing, that it would be like the winning ticket, the golden ticket to keeping Tracy from having to go back to a regular job. You know, she only needs to work part-time, because I will still be selling bread at the farmers market and stuff, and at the North Canton one, which is it's a year-round market and stuff. Look at this. Ridiculous. I have severe insomnia, okay? So I woke up a little bit before 3 o'clock in the morning and was awake till after 6 this morning. And, you know, we get up at 7. That's our normal get-up time to go take care of all the animals. And Tracy was snoring the entire night long, and she's sitting over here like she's all tired and stuff. This is what I have to live with. Is someone that's all, I'm so tired.
I'm also a decade plus older.
So you got 3 hours more sleep. But, so it's been very disappointing and stuff, because we were honestly, that was like our big thing, our big thing that we were clinging to, of that, like, you know, we're going to be okay once market season ends because we have this lined up, because we're going to be getting into this store, because we're going to be making money doing this, because this opportunity has come to us. And now it's like, well, shucks. I do still feel that something really big and beautiful is coming for us, like coming to us and opening up for us. And, they always say that God's rejection, isn't it? God's rejection is his protection or something like that. It's some sort of saying like that. But so we know that like everything that is meant for us is coming to us and is going to be there for us. But it just is kind of a disappointing blow because we had hoped that with the way that this opportunity just sort of like popped up into our existence and everything fell into place, we had really hoped that this was going to be something that was going to be a really longevity-filled type of adventure for us and opportunity for us. Whereas now we found out that it's over before it really can start, which is also disappointing because there was quite a few other vendors that we're friends with that also were getting into Fresh Time.
And now they're not either.
Yeah, because we all are, just home-based, following the cottage laws and stuff. So it's really, really saddening for us and for a lot of other people because we were all sort of like counting on this opportunity, and now it's gone. So we've been kind of struggling a little bit with that, of coming to terms with it and trying to cope with it and trying to figure out like what our next steps is for us, because we are not like, we have not inherited like some massive amount of money or anything. Like to buy this house, it literally took every single penny that we had in our bank account, and included borrowing some money from other people.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like my Aunt Teresa, right after we got this place, she actually gave us some money to just sort of help us out and stuff. And that's what made getting new countertops and a new sink for our kitchen even possible, was her help and stuff. And like, we're always like balling on a budget here and stuff. Like we shop at Menards for like everything because we get the rebates and, doing all the things. Like we are very, very frugal people. So we can stretch money better than most people can ever.
Yeah, we went through like 5 or 6 estimates to find the cheapest person to do our roof.
Yeah. Like we always are constantly trying to save money on everything that we can possibly do. And like right now, like we know that since there's not a massive amount of money coming in, we know that a lot of the house renovations are on ice because we don't have the money to be spending on buying other things. Like selling the camper is what actually allowed us to be able to put a new roof on the house to begin with and stuff. So we do still have a small nest egg from Tracy cashing out her 401k, but that's not going to be enough to float us through the whole entire winter, especially if we consider even trying to do any more renovations to the house.
And our bathroom, our tub and stuff really need to be replaced.
Yeah.
The drain's messed up, and it's messed up to the point that I'm afraid to try and mess with it.
Yeah.
Because then we won't have a bathtub.
Yeah, because most likely it's like an old like cast iron type of tub, and it's the drain piece, it's like seized in there, so there's not really an easy way to change it, and it's like the pipe that's like below the bathtub. So if Tracy tries to like wrench it out or whatever, chances are it's just going to snap, and then there's not going to be a way to have a drain for the tub / shower combo. So it's a big mess, and that's something that we want to change out anyways. But right now it's we're obviously clean and showered and stuff.
It's still working, so we're not messing with it right now.
Yeah, it's not high on the priority list at all. But the things that are highest on the priority list is most definitely getting our wood burner installed. We are going to have to buy more piping for that, and the through the wall kit thingy-majig. But that's stuff that's an absolute necessity. So that's something that's very high on the priority list of what to buy. But we have elected to make the decision that we are not going to make any more payments on the car that we had to buy once we moved into this place because both of our other extra vehicles broke down. So that'll put us down to making it so we don't have. So our bills are almost half of what they are now, actually. So that'll be nice, but it is kind of a blow to the ego, honestly. That that we're like, okay, we're going to give it up. We're going to let it go, and stuff. It's kind of a weird thing to consciously say, okay, this is what's best for us. Let's ding the credit and stuff. Like it's kind of a weird, funky thing.
The nice thing is because we own our house, the only thing we might need credit for at some point in the future is a vehicle, and if we do it right, we'll just save money and pay cash.
Yeah, because that's what we had vowed to do after we paid our black car off years ago and stuff, that we would never get a vehicle payment again. But then as fate would twist and turn us around, we had no choice and stuff, because our son was going to school that was, half an hour away from here, and we only had one vehicle, and Tracy worked like 45 minutes away from here, and there was no, I'm not going to have Willie walk like 25 miles
Right,
to school.
and there was no
Like,
way for me to take him and drop him off on my way to work because
yeah, or even to pick him up after school,
Yeah.
because you worked so much. It was insanity.
and I had to be at work like 2 hours before he could be at school. So
Yeah, and ain't nobody want a kid dropped off at their house before 6 o'clock in the morning when school doesn't start till like after 7.
Yeah.
And stuff, like, ain't nobody want to deal with that. But school didn't start till like 8 actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's just, there's been a lot on our plates since we've moved here, and with the whole fresh time thing going up in smoke, it's been really challenging actually. It's kind of ironic that I had filmed a video about, dreams and stuff coming to fruition before filming this one, because that was later on that day actually was when we found out that fresh time wasn't for us. And like, as soon as we found that out, I actually almost felt relieved. Like, as strange as that is, like, I almost felt relieved that it wasn't going to be a thing, because of the fact that, like, will you stop rubbing your leg on the chair? Like, it was a weird noise.
it's my shorts because of the shorts I have on.
It was like a, and I'm sure on camera it was not noticeable, but like, I feel almost relieved that the whole fresh time thing has actually gone up in smoke, because that was adding so much pressure to us of, we have to get the labeling right, we have to get the packaging perfect, we have to change this, we have to do this, we have to change the size of bread, we have to, and it honestly, it felt like it was like we were in a pressure cooker and stuff, and that we were on this like mad dash to try to get this done as fast as possible before, October, because that's when the other markets end and stuff. But now it's like, okay, I don't know what is in our like divine plan right now, but we obviously know it's not fresh time and stuff. We obviously know that going the route of a major grocery store chain isn't in our path, because I would assume that other major grocery stores, that it has the same policy of that you have to be a commercial kitchen.
Yeah.
And stuff. So I'm not sure what's next for us. But I do know that it's about time for me to go milk the goat, so I know that's kind of next for me. So we'll go ahead and cut this short here, so then that way I can get the milking done,
And I can put the turkeys away before it starts getting dark.
Yeah, our turkeys have been free ranging the last like week or two, and they've done some cosmetic damage to our older car.
If you,
What?
oh, they're not up there still.
Yeah,
They were on the barn roof when I came out.
oh, they might be, but no, they're not up there. I was gonna say, on camera things are harder to see, but so they've actually been getting up onto the roof and the hoods of the car, and have scratched the bejesus out of the paint job of her black car. It now is like black with what looks to be spider webs everywhere, because it's just like claw marks all over the paint. So I mean, it is what it is. We don't really care when they get on the farm truck, because Sarge is pretty rough looking to begin with.
And it's got
stuff.
a wood bed, so it's just
Yeah.
like a big perch for them.
Yeah. But so we're gonna go do that sort of a thing, do our normal homestead nightly chores, which at some point we should bring everybody along for that. I think that'd be a fun video to make. But yeah, so we're just kind of in this weird place of not knowing what's coming for us, but trying to remain very open to all of the opportunities that present themselves. Like I said, when fresh time came into our reality, we weren't even looking for it and stuff. We just allowed ourselves to be open to anything that was coming down the pike for us, and just pretty much saying yes to every opportunity that came. And even sometimes when you're willing to do something, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's in your highest good or the best path for you. And that obviously is what's transpired with the whole fresh time thing, is that it's not in our path. It's not what we're meant to be here for and stuff. So I mean, who knows what it is that we're gonna be doing next. That's part of the fun of being on this journey with you, is like, we don't even know what's going on. Like, we're just like, okay, we're just participating. Like, take us where we gotta go. Like, show us what we need to do and we'll do it. So
Right.
It's just kind of a crapshoot at this point, honestly. But yeah, so if you're enjoying our content, please give our videos a thumbs up. It greatly helps boost the algorithm on YouTube, to get thumbs up on the YouTube app. and that sort of a thing. It helps new viewers find us and that sort of a thing. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends on social media, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. It'll help us grow. Here's a turkey standing on top of the Run Rabbit tractor. But yeah, so every new subscription we get, it helps us to grow. So we're getting closer and closer and closer to being able to monetize our channel, which will actually help us grow, obviously financially, and also to help, show people who we are and what we're up to. All right, so thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.